So you might have guessed that this is a really inexpensive device at around £65 at the time of this recording. It is indeed a phablet with a 5.5 inch IPS display, and it is unlocked to any network. I'm currently using it with my EE SIM. So in the hand with the case on, which is included as well as a free pre-installed screen protector, it's really quite comfortable. The rounded edges play a really good part in this, and it's not particularly heavy. So we do have a front-facing camera which is 2 megapixels. The display is 5.5 inches with a 1280 by 720 IPS screen with a PPI of 267. Now you might be thinking that this display won't look too good, but you'd be wrong. Although not 1080p, it's plenty sharp and the colours are quite nice. The touch capacitive buttons don't light up at the bottom, which does suck mostly, and not laid out like I'm used to either, but I did get used to this pretty quickly, so it's not a big deal for me. The rear facing camera is 5 megapixels with autofocus and an LED flash. There's a speaker on the rear, and I would prefer it to be located elsewhere because it automatically muffles itself when you lay it down, of course. On the top we have our micro USB port and 3.5mm headphone port, and it's just a bit awkward having the USB port at the top. Nothing on the left side and bottom. On the right side we have our power button, which is fine, but I just wish that the volume rocker was on the left hand side. So the Note S is running Android 5.1 Lollipop, and it does it pretty well for the most part, but I will say it is a bit sluggish when opening certain applications like Twitter and YouTube. It just takes a while. It's not a big deal though. And unfortunately it's got this kind of horrible skin over it. I mean, look at the size of that envelope for Gmail, it's just insane, but apart from that, it's pretty good. Now, I've got to warn you all about the brightness slider on this phone because hands down it is an absolutely terrible feature that they've implemented. Basically, I was in bed, it's dark, so you put the brightness down on your phone, don't you? So as I started to do that, I didn't think anything of it and just put it right down to the bottom, and it actually went completely black. The screen was completely pitch black. I had no idea how to get the slider back up because I couldn't see a bloody thing, and believe me, it was so frustrating. So that is a big thing that you need to know about. So let's talk about gaming on the Note S. Well, it does a really good job, and I was actually quite surprised. Even though the max resolution is 720p, games look absolutely stunning. In fact, on this device, the screen real estate which the 5.5 brings is really excellent, and even graphically intensive games like Unkilled run very well. Gameplay is very smooth. I've had no problems when it comes to frame rate or anything like that, so that is excellent. And the fact that it's actually not too heavy as well, that plays a good part in long gaming sessions. Okay, so let's talk about viewing YouTube videos on the Note S. So it's okay. In a portrait position, it's absolutely fine because it's all condensed up the top there, but once you put it onto the landscape position, unfortunately, it's not the best. It's okay, it's totally acceptable, but it's not 1080p. It's such a big screen real estate with just 720p. You can see a lack of quality in some videos that should look a lot better, but that's just how it goes. Also, the speaker on the back doesn't really work in that position like I said before. Okay, so when it comes to the camera, it's a bit hit or miss. If you've got a really steady hand, you're going to be able to get some half decent photos, nothing amazing, and the same when it comes to video. I'll let you guys check out some more video and photo samples right here. I've been so impressed with the battery that you get with the Note S. It is a 4150 mAh battery, and it will last you easily 2 days with light to moderate use. If you're not going to be using any video with it, it might even last you 3 days. It is that good. Incredible battery life. Call quality is absolutely fine, nothing fantastic but clear enough. The Note S has actually got 2 SIM card slots as well, which is awesome, as well as expandable storage in the form of micro SD. For me, the CUBOT Note S is such a surprise. I'm really impressed with it. Obviously the camera isn't the best, and that function when it comes to sliding the brightness has got its disadvantages big time. But what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. A big thank you to Chris for the sample, I really do appreciate it. The link is below if you want to check that out. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, I really appreciate that. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one.